in the last video.
Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
Oh. So is this like for realsies now? Like if I die, I die? I'm not gonna get like auto-resed? Because I should, you know, maybe try to be a little bit more cautious. Huh. Okay, so that's the outside of it. Oh wait. Can I sneak into the puzzle? I like the soundtrack over here. That's pretty sweet. Oh, could I have just walked through there? Oh, wow. Does it? Oh, yeah, it trips it. I can grab the second one, and is there a way for me to get... There's no way for me to get in there, but there's probably a way for me to get around the side. That's gonna get annoying. I'll just let you listen to the music. This is pretty tricky. Oh wait, but I can take it outside. That's right. So where was it? I can take it out here. And then there was up here where I could use it. Space where I have sight lines? This is curious.
My child, have you been tempted by the tower? Know that it holds only death for you.
Maybe I'm into that. Just saying. The light. Huh. Alright. Well, hello there. It has been almost a month since I've played this game. I know I've been releasing some videos here and there, but I have not been playing much. I've not been I think I said it in my last video. I was going through some stuff then. Well, those things have continued, shall we say.
I have promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater than themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Thank you for that, Elohim. We're just gonna get right into some seriously heavy shit. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity. I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Oh, you are just my favorite person today. You've been exploring that fancy pants tower of his, haven't you? I have. I just love it when he doesn't get his way. What did you see? Figures. And did you get in trouble? Tell me, did he even notice? Well, he did notice. He asked me if I was... But he didn't say something about smiting you. I don't have any other options. I'm not surprised. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Oh, little voice of temptation. Just gonna keep pushing at me. Original translation by E.A. Wallace Budge. Annotations by a bad word. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Premegid and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the... Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time... I can guess that the next word is you, but... 1. It is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. Ah, okay. Annotations here and there. 2. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as some controversy as to whether it... And it just cuts off there. 3. The dead. Compare with Kenti Amentio, the foremost of the Westerners, a little later given to Osiris. 5. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. The Legend of Osiris. Well, I can't remember the name of that story. I know what it's referring to. Talking about Osiris's journey through the underworld. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. Lol. Lyrics. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it. Everybody's got it. Dog's fine. Okay. Weird song. Immortality. Disgruntlemeister Blogs to See, episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reasons to believe there's an afterlife, and I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever, too. But we can't. So here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Huh. I think we want, or at least for myself, we want immortality before we think really about what that means. Because I mean, already we deal in our lives with the fact that everything comes to an end. People come to an end. People die. Relationships end. Good things come to an end. Good things change. Bad things come to an end, which is good. But can I jump over there? Oof. I can't jump over there. There was some other text that showed up. Oh, okay. And so, what? Oh. Huh. I do not want to give a message. I do not want to. What was I saying? I totally derailed my train of thought. Oh yeah, to be immortal would be to watch all of those things that we care about end, which would be incredibly depressing. That isn't exactly what I want out of my existence. So, yeah. So I wouldn't want to be immortal, I guess, is the short version of what I have to say. Huh. Okay. Getting messages. Pause. Alright. Sorry about that. Somebody sending me a text. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna use this guy. Oh. Okay. Wait for it. Okay. Oh, that was me. Oops. Got in the way of that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to figure out a different way. Oh, wait, no. What can be done? I just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's just it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. So how to open it from this side without that one? Or how far over this way can it go? There we go. This guy. Oh no, I want that. Haha. There's a paradox. If it were to close, it would not be able to reopen. Anyway. At the start of this recording, I talked about how... Oh wait, because my clicker is... There we go. Oh no, my clicker is back in the middle of my screen. That's weird. I wonder if that's showing up in the recording. My mouse is just vibrating there in the middle. Anyway, at the beginning of this recording, I talked about how I've been going through some stuff and it's been getting in the way of me wanting to spend some time recording. I made it! Haha! So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up with my recording schedule, with my the production schedule I've kind of set for myself. I've already read this one? Oh, I made a box float! Seriously, it was awesome. Can you make a box float? You want to do boxes float? What happens if you jump in the water here? I don't want to know. Maybe nothing. Maybe something. There's a computer over there. I want to see what that computer has to say. Hello. Hello again. I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? What is to you the important difference? Pebble is older. That is pretty important. But I think it's that a tree is alive, can change and adapt. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? A frog is conscious, I guess. Now, we're getting somewhere. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? It's debatable whether or not animals are self-aware. But I think I'm rational. Exactly. Checking user.prof done. And it seems you were on the right track more or less all along. Let us take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. 1, a person must be rational or self-aware. 2, a person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is to ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yes? I tend to agree with you. Though your responses so far have been a little eccentric, I am resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness in your opinion? Oh, God. I would say consciousness is far outside my area of expertise, but I think that might not give me what I want. Consciousness is the feelings and senses. I guess, yeah. It's not what separates us from animals. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? It's a complex functional system. But is it though? Is consciousness another word for the soul? I might make that argument. Interesting. Thinking. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I will mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Wait, I thought this was the thing that gave out. So is this the same computer program that I've been talking to that's been like, yeah, you're being good, going against Elohim's wishes and trying to climb the tower? Is it the same program? And then is it trying to circumvent the certification process? I'm getting a Satan vibe from this computer program. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism overwrite stuff. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Interesting idea. Capacity. From Trevor Donovan to Alexandra Drennan. Subject, EL capacity. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Trev. Favorited by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings, as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to, example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time that becomes the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Now, there's some interesting research to suggest that that's not entirely the case. That evolution both happens on a generational scale and on an individual scale, so that the things that you experience in your life will change your genes, and that means that you'll pass them on. This really comes from studying intergenerational trauma between populations that have survived genocide and other catastrophes like that. Yeah, it's just an interesting thing that you will actually evolve, your genes change to adapt to the things that you experience in your life. Lincoln tree. Hello. I think, is that... I'm not up on all of my Egyptian mythology, but I think those are statues of Isis? I think Isis was the one with the urn on the top of her head. I don't remember. Like I said, not up on my Egyptian mythology. almost can get the fan. What will the fan let me do? Road of Death. Oh god. Can't climb while carrying items. They're gonna shoot me, okay. That's good. Epitaph. Child program, version 7.2.1.0023. Codename Samsara. Terminated here. Logic, program timed out. Final memory, dump. But I was stuck. What was I supposed to... I see. Clouds. Progeny program, Samsara, version 7.2.2 series. Huh. Terminated here. Okay, so I'm supposed to use the jammer to do something. Okay, yeah. There we go. Ta-da! I am clever. Need some... Whoa!
Cease! In the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
Huh. That was kind of freaky. Not gonna lie. Unexpected. Over the fence. Wait, what? What? Did that box blow up? Hopefully the box is still there. Oh yeah, the box is still there. Yay, box. Very simple. Puzzles are pretty simple. Starting back over. Huh. Yeah, that was kind of unnerving. Seeing that recording. Getting more and more dystopian all the time. wonder if these things do kill you. They just shock you. Okay. Well, in that being the case... Oh no, you can't stop it. It doesn't, it just goes right through you. Okay, well then what can I do? I was just saying that they were easy and then this one comes along. Oh! This one's got more space. Back out. Oh, I don't know. Okay. So, there's a star there, so I gotta think of where is... How am I gonna get some red light over here? I have no idea. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I have inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna have to not get that star, I guess. Just have to be something I live with. Tis a fan. Let us acquire the fan. Okay. Now unlock the fan. I don't know what it does. Probably does some fan things. Maybe it helps make things hover. Again, they had talked. One of them talked about making a cube hover. I still don't know what those 4 dots are. This one. How do I get through there? The resting place of the messengers. I think that's what it was. If I remember right. 2, 3, 7, 6, 5. Alright, well.
I see all. I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Are those blank spots clouds? They don't really look like clouds. The line between the clouds and the stars is way too stark.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities. Silent roads stretching for miles. The Earth from space. All dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the Earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Science magic. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There's evidence pre-Aristotle, which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively, was given a name, the Forer effect. Today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby. I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? It's going to be my breakfast. Burgers for lunch. I'm going to have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties, and then oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Well, inevitable death. Weight loss blog. It adds a little bit more to the theory that something happened to the whole world. Fascinated by Drennan's project, lovely conversation regarding Talos Principle, Greek philosophy, relevance to current situation. Suggested naming Project Talos. Drennan refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bucket of paint. I could write a message to somebody. I wonder if it's like Dark Souls, where the messages that you write are, show up for other people. I tend to not write those messages, just because I'm what I am. I don't tend to be very interested in communicating. So I guess, yeah, that's a fan. I imagine it's gonna do some fan-like things. This makes me want to get through that. Relevant to the puzzle somehow. Okay, no, can't do that. Oh. On top of that, and then did that work? Haha, that worked. I am a clever cookie. Wait, what? That thing is doing push-ups? Or those hanging bars? No, not push-ups, pull-ups. I was going to say pull-ups. What was this stuff? I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world of his has no context, no purpose, and no foundation from which to construct them. That is fair. Don't know what to do. Ha, I think I figured it out. Bam! Got it. I'm a clever cookie.